Into some international soccer news now, and the fallout from FIFA's failed privatisation plans continue to be felt, and now it has reportedly led FIFA President Gianni Infantino to call an emergency staff meeting with top FIFA officials. So Infantino has come under fire for his failed attempt to push through a plan to sell a stake in FIFA competition to private investors. And that plan was met with worldwide criticism. And even though Infantino scrapped the plans, he is still facing pressure for the attempt. Multiple national team federations have come out against Infantino's bid to run for presidential re-election. And now Portuguese legend Luís Figo has become the first FIFA legend to come forward and publicly call for Infantino to resign. Figo issued a statement via social media that said, quote, "Today I join others from across our game and call for Gianni Infantino to resign as FIFA president." Infantino has debased the office that he promised to elevate. He has lied, deceived and tried to feather his own nest at the expense of the game he is supposed to serve. He has lost the support of his senior staff, his closest advisors, the vast majority of people who devote their lives to this sport, and even, it would seem, the FIFA Peace Prize winner. It is too late to save his dignity, but it's not too late to save football. He should go now. Geoff, do you think Infantino's done? Can he survive this? I mean, you've got comments from legends like Luís Figo putting them out on social media. What do you see? What's next for Infantino now?
I like the fact that Figo didn't mince his words, did he?
No.
Listen, I've said all along, I think that he is such a cunning and duplicitous individual. I would not be hanging out the bunting. I won't be celebrating till it's official Infantino's gone. No surprise he's holed up in Morocco. He's called for this staff meeting in Morocco because they're the hosts of the next World Cup, or one of the hosts. So they are Infantino supporters. And until it is done, we cannot relax. We can't think, yeah, he's there. No matter what evidence, this guy is so brazen. He's got such barefaced cheek. Forget dignity. That went out the window years ago. You're talking about somebody who is a street fighter, a rat, who will do anything to cling on to power. And I mean anything. So I desperately hope, probably like everybody else around this desk, that it does get done and he's left in no position. He won't resign. He won't think about dignity. He'll have to be forced from office. He'll be forced kicking and screaming. And we can just only hope that the federations, there is enough power there, and he can't weasel around them like he has some of the federations, and that gets him ousted.
You know what's scary is that you remember how all this corruption we saw come under the gaze and the administration of Sepp Blatter? It's shocking to think that we found someone who was worse than Sepp Blatter, who was more corrupt than Sepp Blatter, who had less integrity than Sepp Blatter.
I like the expression. Sort of, a lot of people have described Sepp Blatter as a charming old rogue. Some of the things that he did wrong. By comparison, he absolutely is. Yeah. This guy, as I said, it's naked. It's brazen. His greed. Revolting.
I was going to say it in a tongue-in-cheek fashion, but I long for the good old days of the Sepp Blatter corruption, because that stuff you can get behind. It's not as sinister, but this is corruption. It corrupts the actual facet of the game. It corrupts the integrity of this sport. Obviously, Sepp Blatter, what he was doing was not right, but it's sinister. It's deep. It's something that needs to be kicked out of this game, and having a legend like Luís Figo come out and speak so openly and so strongly is a good step. Having Arsene Wenger finally come out and say something against it is a good step, but I'm with Geoff here. I'm not celebrating. I don't have a lot of hope that this will end up the way we want it to, because there's too much money involved. He has too much power. He's got his hand in too many people's pockets, and too many people have their hands in his pockets, and it's mutually beneficial. So I'm not very optimistic about how this will end.
Aaron, what worries me is that we'll get it won't be he stays or he goes. It's a split, which is almost worse.
Yeah.
If you've got UEFA, if you've got other federations saying, OK, we will not participate in FIFA matches, then we've got a massive problem, an absolutely massive problem.
People taking sides.
People they've got to go all the way here.
Agreed.
This is not a time for empty threats. People have got to state their position, and once they have crossed the Rubicon, they have to stay there.
Yeah, I think, Geoff, what you said about, Luis Figo, someone who worked for FIFA, who had ties to Infantino and FIFA, this is very damning. And it's not just the World Cup. You look at things that are coming out of reports of money that's not been paid yet. World Cup cities still chasing legacy contributions from Infantino, from this World Cup. The billions that they made, they still haven't gotten these legacy contributions paid yet. 11 of them have them right there. Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, LA, Kansas City, Miami, so on and so forth. They still haven't been paid yet. You go back to the Club World Cup.
I was going to say.
His Club World Cup, $250 million unaccounted for, frozen in assets, not paid yet to a lot of clubs at the Club World Cup.
As
clubs
FIFA
that were
brags about their
chasing
reserves as
money that Infantino was dangling as a carrot and says, hey, come follow this. I'll line your pockets. So now he's not even delivering on some of his financial promises that he's made. This is beyond corruption. There's lawsuits that might be coming because this is significant. His actions are bleeding not just at the international level because he chose to go and do the unthinkable, Geoff, and get into the club game. They're now having impact on the club level as well.
Let's not even forget the $150 million that he threw away because he tried to price gouge EA on something that FIFA had to do nothing for. They just had to attach their name to the game, and he said, no, give us more money. And EA said, we're going to go our own way. We're going to be EAFC now. We're not FIFA anymore. We'll keep our $150 million. That's Infantino's doing.
Do not underestimate, though, his ability, if you can call it that, to stay in power despite overwhelming, not just criticism, but I actually think in these circumstances, I don't think that hatred is too strong a word of him. He's a pariah, the most despised man in world football. But if he's not officially out of office, he will occupy office.
Yeah. You can never say one thing is definite for sure, whether he's in or out, because honestly, anything can happen. And that's what lots of things in life, and especially this sport, has taught us. Until something is said and done, it is not said and done yet until it's official.
Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.